Hi guys, so today I have this sketchbook which I've finished, which I wanted to do a tour with you. It's not a book designed for sketching, but I bought it at Waterstones and I really like it. It's got this lovely tactile front, which is very nice. So let's get into it. There's my name, just in case anyone decides to take it. And we have some doodles. I have been experimenting with dot eyes, which has been quite fun. You can see a little caterpillar there. And some more things, you know, that I drew at the kitchen table while my flatmates were doing stuff. Lots of cats. This is the sketch I did for, if you've seen on my Instagram, I drew a cat clown. So this is what the sketch was. And some fairies, frogs, robot. There's me, witch, some kind of demon thing. Unicorn, elf, cat, and a girl. Now this is this is silly, but it was after I saw Flow in the cinemas, and I drew the main characters. But that's meant to be a lemur, but it looks nothing like it. But I still think it's funny, so I didn't cover it up or anything. We have some doodles in orange. You know, I like drawing in pen because you've really got to commit to it. Some more, just characters. These are all the same character. She doesn't have a name, but there she is. I bought myself a Beanie Baby from a charity shop, so I decided to draw that. Some pink sketches, some more pink, a couple more, and this was drawn by my lecturer Brian, and this was me testing out multicolored pencils. So I don't know if you can see, if I pull it towards the camera. They're all different colours, they're not just one colour. So I had fun experimenting with those for quite a while. Came up with this vampire character who you'll see a lot throughout the book. Ended up drawing her quite a lot. This was my favourite of the pencils, the pink and purple. So I sketched with these pencils for a while. I kind of go through phases throughout this sketchbook of sketching in different mediums, and you know, but it's all very fun. Trying out different expressions and things. Different poses. You know, sometimes I'll draw the same character over and over again just to get a feel for the design. Yeah, we got some very happy girls, not so happy. I really like this pencil, the yellow and purple and pink. It's a lovely colour scheme. This one's nice as well, the green and purple. I think there's some yellow in there as well. And some more. I'm sorry, there's a lot of the same sort of thing over and over again. My vampire character experimenting with where I wanted to put her eyelashes, and you know, seeing what difference it makes if they're up top or up below. Trying out a completely different style. This one's not very good, but it is a bear. Then we have a cat. These are just random characters, you know, animals. That's a self-portrait, looking very anxious. A witch. Kind of inspired by Applejack from My Little Pony. Haven't watched much My Little Pony, but I really should, because I think it's my kind of show. I have this character that I draw a few more times throughout the book. Just a sad kind of 1920s, you know, film star. Got a bunny, some different faces. Again, trying out different expressions and things. This was drawn by my lecturer Justin, because I wanted him to try out the new pencils I got. This was me helping my classmate design noses. So yeah, just a bunch of noses in the bottom. We have a cat girl. Why she has cat ears and human ears, I don't know. I don't know if they're headbands or hair clips, but yeah, who knows. I've got more vampire stuff, just a girl with glasses, you know, colouring in wide spaces with the pencils, really interesting because you could get so many different colours. A big drawing of girl with curly hair, braids, more curls, just random in red. Always a cat in there somewhere. Some more animals. I want to get better at drawing bears. I'm not very good at drawing bears. We've got these characters here, drawn in blue pencil. More blue pencil. That one looks like me. Red pen. Doodled some dragons. I really enjoyed drawing dragons during this time, and this was me trying to draw a frog with a toadstool hat. That's what my dad wanted, and I didn't look up a reference photo of a frog, so that was my attempt. This was done with reference, so it looks a bit more like a frog. Toadstool, another dragon, an angry dragon this time. Dad's request, fish with a machine gun. So you can tell I don't know how to draw fish and I don't know how to draw guns. So it's something I need to work on. Just doing random fish because I don't know how to draw them. It's mermaid at the moment, so I'm getting a bit better at drawing fish. Another dragon. More dragons. They're just really fun to draw, really, you know, swirly and stuff. I think this was drawn while watching Win or Lose, the new Pixar show. I really like the character Kai's hair. She has like dreads, but they're in a ponytail, and I thought that was really cute. Fairy, another fairy. This is all the same character, and yet another fairy. You'll see I draw this kind of hairstyle with the two buns quite a lot, especially as the book comes to an end, so keep an eye out for that. fairy again, trying to draw her from different angles. This was a sketch I did for a digital piece of a purple fairy, which you can find on my Instagram. Going back to the pencils again, you know, using my favourite ones. This is the wolf phase. So this is where I started drawing werewolves, or just wolves, I don't know if they're werewolves. And I wanted to try and find my own way of doing it. So I was experimenting with different shapes and things, and then we got unicorns. I liked giving them tiny little bunny ears. I thought that was quite cute. We have maybe a vampire, I don't know, she's got bat wings, so I'm not sure. This is more of my vampire character, again trying out different eyelashes and whether to give her eyeliner or not. Now this is the dot eye experimentation. It's quite fun. I do think I prefer drawing bigger, like big proper circle cartoon eyes, but this is fun too. You know, you can get some pretty nice expressions with. This is a self-portrait. Kind of a mixture of both. They look weird combined, but on both pages. That's my dog Dave. You could tell I was quite art blocked that day because the pages aren't very full. More pencil swatches. There's another vampire. This is where I got a box of crayons. I really enjoy the texture of crayons and working with them. This was drawn by my dad. Left a little kiss, very nice. So for the next few pages, these are all done in crayon. Like the Crayola pack, the ones you can get for super cheap. So yeah, I like this one and this expression. The pink is quite hard to see, but yeah, with this kind of evil looking girl. There's my vampire character. Kind of different expressions. These were all done in pen. I bought some pens and I wanted to try them out. So kind of matching the colour to the emotion. I bought a different kind of rainbow pencil that had all the colours, so it was a bit different than the other ones I'd done. Crayon drawing. More crayons. This character again, who you'll recognise from a good few pages back. Cat. Different people. Back in pencils, again drawing the buns. This was just a fun little thing with wobbly lines, drawing like a dog, a poodle to be specific. This is just a goth lady. Now this is more wolves, so this is where I decided to try and give them like a funny thin snout, and I started experimenting with it and it was really fun, and I think that's how I'm going to draw wolves from now on. There's a picture on my Instagram of Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, and I drew it using this, so he doesn't look like a big bad wolf, but yeah, it's just a fun way. Some more crayons, even more crayons, trying out all the different colours. More wolves, another wolf. The only problem with crayons is they do transfer onto the pages, which is a shame, but we've got another wolf and some character design. This one I actually signed, which I didn't sign much in this book. Kind of like a magical girl, just a, I don't know, curly head, pretty girl. I see, this is the bun hairstyle, trying to figure out what fringe to go with it. It's like a dancer. So this is where I was drawing all in pencil, just a normal 2B pencil, I think, or 2H, I'm not sure. So yeah, these different faces. This is where I was designing stuff for my class. They needed a goose, so I did that. Some more random designs, my vampire character, but again with different lashes. Couldn't decide on what lashes to give her. Kind of cool looking lady. This is the same lady over and over again. I think she's on the next sort of page as well. I just liked the hair and it was covering one eye. Thought it was cool. This is kind of a clown sort of collar inspired thing. That character again. Lots of different things. I was reluctant to add colour to anything. This is purely a sketchbook, you know, nothing is finished. I was mainly saving that for my digital art. So we have a ballerina, another wolf. This is where I think I really stuck to the hairstyle for the character with the buns. You know, straight across fringe. These girls. I don't draw men very often, as you can tell. We got kind of a Wednesday Addams sort of thing with the braids. And we have a fairy. Again, love drawing fairies. This was where I was taking this girl and trying to give her like an actual outfit. We have a clown girl. Again, that character again with the braids. Another clown. This is like scene hair inspired by Vivzy Pop. If you've seen her, she's quite famous for having stripes in her hair, so I drew that. Here's my vampire character. Trying to find her final design. Duck. I drew this one first and then I realised it didn't really look like a duck with the feathers at the top, so took those away. My vampire character, just you know, she's got new earrings. She wants to show them off. There's bat earrings here. Kind of pushing the expression here, you know, squeezing the face up a bit. This is just a very flat character. More cyclopses. I didn't draw a lot of cyclopses in this sketchbook, which is weird because my name is Cyclops Doodles, but what are you going to do? I say that and then there's more cyclopses. Sketches. This one didn't turn out very well, but I just wanted to try a different pose and the weather was getting hotter, so I did that. Kind of a princess, and I took this girl and gave her a sister who's kind of the polar opposite. These two. Lots of different hairstyles and expressions and things. I really like this one for some reason. She looks like she's up to something. Again, this is just me mindlessly doodling between working on my film. So, you know, it's kind of just to keep the hand loose and everything. Keep bringing this character back with the long fringe and the eyeliner and everything. And then we have this character, who was the design I settled with for the character with the buns. you'll see she comes up a lot, like with different noses and different eye shapes, trying to figure out what would be best for her design wise. And then I did a whole page dedicated to her, and then another page. We got some more stuff here. There's my vampire, vampire holding a cat, just because I thought it was cute. More of this fun haired girl. There she is again. Lots of different expressions and things. And yeah, that's it. There's no more. So that's it for that sketchbook. I hope it won't take me too long to finish the next one, because this one took me over a month, but that was because I was kind of non-stop doodling in it. I've kind of slowed down a bit now, but we'll see what happens. And look forward to seeing my film. I will upload it to YouTube at some point. I'm not sure when, but I'm working on it now, and I'm hoping it'll be done by the end of the month. So keep an eye out for that. And yeah, thank you for watching if you watched the whole way through. If you didn't and you just clicked on it, don't worry, you're not hearing this. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye everybody, bye.